Twilight heartthrob Robert Pattinson already has a legion of dedicated fans, and he could add a few with his latest role as a rebellious young man named Tyler in the new movie called Remember Me.
It's a bowl. It completes the room.
This is a bowl. I'm sorry.
Tyler.
I guess it was just here to tease me.
Hey, Robert. Good morning. Welcome back.
Hey.
So you get to sit here and talk about something other, for a little while at least, other than the vampire saga. Is that refreshing for you, or do you feel like you're working without a net?
No, I do. I've just got used to my pat answers to all the Twilight questions. I found them very, very easy, and now I'm kind of I'm just treading water in every interview. Like, I was walking in here first of all, and just Al outside is like, "So what's Remember Me about?" I'm like,
I have no idea. Well, let's talk about it a little bit. You play Tyler, described as lost, rebellious. What else do we need to know about him?
I don't know. I mean, he's kind of sensitive. I think he's a fairly sort of typical, it comes in a tradition, a sort of long line of young male characters. But I don't know. I guess it's just the writing is just very subtle and it seems very realistic. I mean, he is, this kind of rebel without a cause type of thing.
I'll have that.
The movie takes place here in New York City, 2001. I'll let viewers connect the dots here. This guy has just lived through a tragedy. Was it important for you? Was it desirable for you to do a movie that was based on this kind of major moment in recent American history?
Yeah, I mean, there seemed to be something, when I first read the script, there just seemed to be something about it that it didn't really feel like a film. It felt like there was a massive... I couldn't understand the reason behind it, why it was written there, but it seemed like there was a reason to do it. It seemed like it wasn't just written just to be a film. I don't know, there was just something special about it. And I thought that every part of it kind of, helped it become what it is.
I think it's going to resonate with a lot of people, not only because the story of the young man, but the story of this event in American history. Pierce Brosnan was on the show not long ago talking about some things, and I asked him about you. He's your co-star in Remember Me, and I said, what do you make of the situation that Robert finds himself in right now, this white-hot spotlight? He was very complimentary about you. He said, after spending time with you, he thinks you show enormous grace under pressure. And I'm curious, has that taken some... Does that come naturally, or have you had to make some adjustments to this level of fame?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of, I guess you try and limit the amount of time you have to deal with it, and then...
How do you do that, though?
A bit of hiding.
But that in itself is a price of fame.
Yeah, and it's there are tremendous benefits. I mean, even doing films like this, which I was talking to Will Fetters, the writer, yesterday, and he was saying it was impossible to get financing for 2.5 years. And I read this thing, I was like, this has to be made, and then it just all got together really quickly. And as soon as the script was being made and it was being sent to actors, loads of actors wanted to do it afterwards. But and it's just because of the Twilight thing that can be the catalyst.
I'm glad you bring that up, because from what I've heard, the Twihards, which are the diehard fans of the Twilight saga, have dedicated the opening weekend of this movie as Remember Me Saturday. And basically, in their dedication to you, they're going to gather together and go out and see this other movie. And you're right, if you're producing a movie or directing a movie or casting a movie, that's gold. I mean, that's money in the bank.
Well, hopefully.
We'll see what happens. Yeah. So now you got to go back. So you're going to talk about Remember Me, and then in June, the third in the Twilight saga comes out. That's called Eclipse. Have you seen it? You shot that at the same time you shot the second?
Well, 2 months in between. I shot Remember Me in between the second and third.
So you've been working steady. But how is Eclipse?
I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen anything?
I just saw the trailer yesterday, which is on the front of Remember Me. Which is the title. I can never pronounce Remember Me.
You might want to get that down on the next couple of weeks. After Eclipse comes out and you do the publicity for that, are you going to forget the word vampire for a while? Or is there a part of you that might consider jumping back into this pool?
I don't know. I mean, I don't have anything particularly against vampires. I mean, I mean, I don't even mind. People have been asking me about Breaking Dawn, the last one, if it's going to be split into 2 or 1. And I mean, I really honestly don't mind if it's 2. I think they're great fun to work on and people really like them. So you know, I think, I could do them for a while longer. I just don't think I'm going to look 17 for very much longer.
Well, none of us do, believe me. There's an interview in Details magazine with you, and it's getting some attention, controversial over some of the things you say, but also the fact that you pose with a lot of naked women in it. I don't really have a question about it. I just wanted to say you get to pose with a lot of naked women. Is it inevitable that when you do as many interviews and have as many photos taken of you as you do, that sooner or later something's going to pop up as controversial?
I mean, I guess so. I mean, if I didn't have to do interviews, you know, then I wouldn't do any. I mean, it's like nothing against anyone, but I mean,
it made me feel real special there, Robert. Thank you.
I mean, it's just like you know, no one's particularly interesting, and it's like, you know, if you just do pat answers to things, then people get sick of you for that, and you try and think of something to say, and people get sick of you for that. I mean, it's just like, you know. But with the thing with the naked women as well, you know, I offered to do a naked photo shoot. No one wanted to see. We started off with me naked, and then they're just like, actually, just forget it.
Remember Me opens nationwide Friday, March 12th. Robert, thanks
Thanks so very much.